Okay, so a little while ago I did a video all about the ProDesk 600 G3 Mini, and that's what this unit is here. And I called the video, it was sort of like the EliteDesk Twin. And what I thought I would do today is actually put them side by side, the EliteDesk 800 G3 Mini with the ProDesk, to actually see how similar the two units are. If I stack them up, if I didn't have this ProDesk label here, I would basically think I'm just looking at two G3 EliteDesks on top of each other. They look so similar. If I flip them around the back, the EliteDesk's on the top. Again, very similar. I mean, this is pretty much when HP, I think when they made those, the ProDesk, they basically just took the same, chassis and just changed the front and a few things. You notice on the back, they both are using Intel network adapters. Same number as far as the USB. You've got, of course, they both are using the Flex IO. This one just happens to have the VGA, and this one's using another display port. Both have two display ports, both have the antenna. So very similar. If we turn them to look at their bottoms here, even those look alike. They got flipped when I was moving around, but this is the EliteDesk and this is the ProDesk. They both have embedded licenses for the Windows Pro. It's got the same thing as far as noting what the name of the product is. It's got the special codes so that we can kind of get an idea of what the unit have. 3-year warranty, 3-year warranty codes, etc. Let's open them up and compare them on the inside. Should note, of course, they both are using the notorious G3 latch here, as opposed to, like, let's say the ProDesk 400, which still has the thumb screw. The insides look, they're identical. And just to show you how identical these guys are, I took the EliteDesk top cover and was able to put it on the ProDesk and conceivably be able to do the other way around, which is kind of handy, I guess, if for some reason you had an issue with the top and you wanted to be able to, switch it or something happens to it. You could also grab the vented hood from the EliteDesk 800 G3 Mini 65 watt unit and put it on your ProDesk. Because also the ProDesk does not support the non-T processors. Everything is T, all ProDesks are 35 watt units. There's not a 65 watt unit for it. But conceivably then you could use the top cover. So the heat sinks are similar, so you could put the heat sink from the 65 watt into your ProDesk. When I was laying these out, I literally had to look on the back just to make sure I got the right one so that I knew that this was the ProDesk and that this was the EliteDesk. I mean, they're spot on as far as identical. These are interchangeable caddies, interchangeable fans. As I mentioned before, heat sink. This one just happens to have the little black piece here, but that same one could be popped off and fitted onto this guy too. So, and also, of course, a lot of the EliteDesks come with that little extra plastic piece there. They both can put, or both can support 32 gig of memory, which of course, we just pop under here, just like the other DDR4. and they can both support up to an i7 7700T, but of course with the EliteDesk you could do an i7 7700, which would be on the 65 watt units. So you could do with that, wherein with the ProDesk only the T processors. So here I've removed the caddies from both units. So you'll see here they both support the 2280 and the 2230 M.2. Both of them will support NVMe versions of those, or SATA for that matter. And you know, as you could tell, the SATA cables are, you could change them. They both have the Flex IO, goes in the same way. So yeah, these are very, very similar units, carbon copies of each other. Real differences, and as I mentioned before, is the fact that EliteDesk can support both 35 watt and 65 watt. Also on the EliteDesk, you can do the vPro for the remote, administration, etc., of your computers. For the home hobbyist, that's not really that overly important. I do have a video that talks about how to use vPro. If you were to find both units, for sale, obviously if they're the same price, I would go for the EliteDesk. If you could save, I don't know, $15 on and go with the ProDesk, that might be worth it, or especially if you just needed maybe an extra computer for your, something in your cluster. I'll pop up and show after this some of the stuff that I did with Geekbench. So here we have some comparisons of Geekbench numbers. If we look here, this is the ProDesk 600 G3 Mini, 1029, 2971 for one for single, one for multi. If we then look, and that's using the i5 6500T. If we look down here, we see the EliteDesk, which is also an i5 6500T. And the numbers are just a little better, probably maybe 10% on the single. The multi, that's not much at all. That's, what's that, maybe 5% better, something like that. So it kind of gives you an idea. When I was looking at the units again, was thinking, well, gosh, how are they so similar that you could swap motherboards? And I looked underneath. If you remove the fan, you can actually see the part number for the motherboard. And when I looked them up, they actually are different. I saw this 907154-001, and that is for the EliteDesk. And then I saw the part number for the ProDesk, this 912857-001, and that does show up as ProDesk when you type in those two part numbers. So it's not like it's just a generic, G3 Mini motherboard. It is specific to it. I don't know if that has anything to do with the vPro stuff, perhaps. But, just so you know, I mean, I haven't done it myself, but I'm sure someone has tried, swapping the motherboards. If you have, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know if you were able to get them to work together. So at the end of the day, though, ProDesk, you're pretty much getting an EliteDesk for probably 90% of the kinds of stuff that you would be doing.